This is your meeting minute for the January 6th Select Board meeting. The meeting began with a proclamation for National Law Enforcement Day.
All people are hereby called upon to promote gratitude, respect, and support for law enforcement officers who serve and protect our citizens and uphold the law.
Then, the board heard a presentation from Tracy Kozak with the Town Hall Assessment Update.
In general, the building has been cared for very well. A few major things could use some work. One is handicapped accessibility. An elevator that serves all levels is really critical. The bathrooms need to be accessible from the inside of the building without having to go outside and back in again. There were some safety issues. They had been flagged by OSHA. You may know that the balcony level was pretty much off limits. So we found some ways to address that and make these areas safe.
Do you have any recommendations of what you would recommend first in terms of phasing?
The real big thing, I think, is handicapped accessibility. Fortunately, that's not a small bite. It's a big, it's a pretty big one. But that's really the most significant challenge on this building, is making it usable by everybody.
The board discussed how this project might be achieved by taking a phased approach. Then, members of the Energy Committee gave a presentation on the Window Dressers Community Build. This is a community-driven project to construct insulating window inserts that help to keep homes heated and energy efficient. Over a few days, 80 volunteers will help to build 200 inserts for homes across Exeter.
They are really neighbors helping other neighbors to make something that is very simple but very effective in terms of insulating for heat loss.
The Energy Committee has done so many positive initiatives for this town to become more energy efficient, but this hits home because it's personal and, you know, it hits home. So, I mean, this is really wonderful, and I can't thank both of you and everybody enough for doing this.
The board went on to discuss the FY 2025 budget. The budget currently sits at $23,983,000, which is a 4.91% increase from last year. On January 21st, at the bond and budget hearing, the public is welcome to speak, ask questions, or raise any concerns regarding the budget. After that, Russ Dean went on to give his town manager report. He discussed a draft of the CALIA report, which is a national accreditation for the police department. The report spoke very highly of the department. The next step is to send the chiefs from the department to California for a hearing. The board held a special meeting on January 13th to conduct necessary business, such as awarding bids and a discussion on the 3 collective bargaining agreements.
And these increases reflect just the general market right now of all 3, police, fire, Public Works, trying to keep our wages in line with similar towns in New Hampshire, and also knowing that the Massachusetts border is not too far away, ensuring that our employees aren't poached.
Definitely. We've made some wage adjustment recommendations in the first year of these contracts to bring our wage rates up, to make them more competitive with our neighbors.
After that, Darren Winham came to explain the necessary changes made to the TIF district and what work it's going to need in the foreseeable future. This includes $800,000 to widen the road, $180,000 to pave, and $850,000 to install wider water pipes, allowing better flow. While previously approved in 2020, they are not able to afford it in today's modern pricing, and needs approval for an amendment article that would allocate those funds from the TIF at no cost to the taxpayer.
The Exeter Select Board hereby gives notice that they will hold a public hearing of the proposed amendment to the existing Epping Road Tax Increment Financing TIF plan as part of the Epping Road Tax Increment Financing TIF District, which was approved in 2015. Copies of the amended plan are available at the Town Clerk's Office, 10 Front Street, Exeter, New Hampshire. The hearing will be held on Tuesday, January 21st, 2025, commencing at 7 p.m. at the Exeter Town Offices, 10 Front Street.
After that, Corey Stevens returns as Russ covers several key warrant articles.
So there are a couple of articles worth mentioning. One that I would like to bring up with the board is the pickpocket dam removal article. The article is in the warrant for $2.1 million. So I wanted to call your attention to Articles 8, 9, and 10, because each of these articles are seeking authorization to use our surpluses from other projects that the town has borrowed for. So town meeting allows the ability to reassign those proceeds to a different project. One is Front Pine and Linden sewer drainage improvements. The second one is Clemson Lagoon Cleaning and Inspection, and the third one is the Wastewater Treatment Facility Effluent Flume Repair Project.
The next Select Board meeting will take place on January 21st. See you there.